Hi, today I'm just going to talk about greatness. We all know that to get greatness or to achieve greatness or to get thereabouts towards greatness, we have to sacrifice certain things. We can't ask anyone else to sacrifice it for us. We have to do it ourselves. What I mean by this is instead of waiting for something to happen for you, you have to get up and you have to go towards it. You're going to have to sacrifice friends, sometimes family. Sometimes you're just going to have to sacrifice certain things that are within you, and you normally keep that certain thing away from everybody, but you're going to have to sacrifice that and just bring it out so that people know exactly what path you're heading on. So your greatness is within, but it's getting your greatness out so that you're worthy to get what you need to get. It's the only way. You have to sacrifice something. You can't keep having the same mindset to have greatness. You have to be 100% focused on what you need to achieve. And this, as one great man says, by any means necessary, as long as you're not hurting anybody in the process. This is where you have to dig deep and say, okay, do I want this bad enough? Because yesterday, as I was talking about, or the day before, it was like lower income. It was the day before, that's right, about lower income and living poor. You have to sacrifice certain things to get yourself out of the situation that you're in. So if you want greatness to be able to do this, you have to just be single-minded and push and strive for exactly what you want. It is going to be hard, because don't forget, nothing that is worth having comes easy. Nothing at all. You have to jump in with both feet and say, right then, this is it now. I'm pushing forward and I'm going to do this. I'm going to achieve this. It doesn't matter what anybody else says or does or tries to do to stop you from achieving what you need to achieve. You're just going to push forward and say, you know what? I'm hurting anyhow. So a little bit more pain, but pain that's self-inflicted to get towards my greatness is going to be absolutely the best thing that you can do. You'll know what it is that you want to do. You could be the best painter and decorator. You could be the best artist. You could be the best piano player in the world. Pianist, should I say. You could be the best bass player, the best runner, but you have to sacrifice something. It's all about practice, and keep doing it and keep doing it and keep doing it and keep doing it. As the thing goes, I think it's something like, is it 10,000 hours? And it's 10,000 hours that you need to do something consistently to be a master at it. And to think about it, if you can just put that time in, you will get the rewards. As you're moving through that journey and the hours are getting chipped away, you'll see that your life is changing. It's going to change because you're going to know something and do something that you've never done before. And if you can achieve this, you will be moving on to greatness. Because over the time, if people can sit down and watch soap operas for an hour or half an hour, whatever it might be, or something on Netflix, instead of you pushing forward and doing something that's going to be beneficial for you so that you can have greatness for yourself, for your family, everybody else around you, your community, your social network, whatever it's going to be, it's you. You're the one who's going to have to do it. No one else is going to put the hours in for you. And rightly so. Because don't forget, they're too busy watching other things and doing other things. But they're not heading towards greatness, but you can be. All about pushing and finding the right moment. But just as I've said that, the right moment, what will the right moment be? Will it be in a year's time when you could have been already a year ahead instead of then a year behind? Start now. Small things, start now. Small steps, start now. That's all it is, start now. Because if you don't start, you'll never get where you need to get to. You know for a fact, if you're going to watch your favourite football team play, netball team, baseball team, basketball, whatever team you're going to support, and to see the game, you know that if it's 3 o'clock kickoff, you've got to be there before time to see all of the game pan out. You can't get there at past. You get there before to see them warm up, to see the build up, to see what sort of spirit they're in, to see how they're feeling. And you want to see how the game turns out. But sometimes people will turn up late and leave early. Why not turn up early and leave late after everything's been done? That is definitely the best thing to do. It's the only thing to do. It's definitely the right thing to do, and it's the right thing to do for you. No one else is going to do it for you. You can have people helping and try and push you in the right direction and saying, okay, come on now. Come on, because where you are at the moment isn't doing it, isn't cutting it for you. To achieve your greatness, you have to sacrifice a few things. And it's nothing that you can't give up. It is nothing you can't give up. Just make sure that you are ready to go for the hard work, because as David Ramsey says, all you have to do is to work like nobody else now, to live like no one else in the future. You put in the hard work. Do it now, so later on you're in a better position. If you fill the car up, you're going to get where you need to get to. If you just leave it with half a tank, you can only go so far. So fill yourself up. Fill yourself up with knowledge. Fill yourself up with your ambition, with your passion, with your perseverance. And just don't give up, and don't let anyone else tell you that you can't do it. But it's all about you. It's all about you. What are you willing to sacrifice? Are you willing to give up that little bit of pizza, that McDonald's, the other fast food to get where you need to, just to have better health? Are you going to give up not going out and spending money on the weekend where you know that you could save that little bit of money for something more important along the way, along your successful journey that you're venturing on? Something where you could go and buy a book to learn something from it. Small things that you have to do to get where you need to. Then everything just opens up so beautifully for you. You know you can do it. Just don't get stuck in other people's opinions. Don't get stuck in other people's ways. Because don't forget, keep away from the poor mindset. The poor mindset will always keep you poor financially. It won't do anything else but that. It will keep you poor. Stay rich in mind, rich in thought, rich in body, and go for what you need to go for your greatness. Give small things up. to have a better, brighter future. So on that note, inspirational post by Leverson, as always. Subscribe, take a look. Let's just have a conversation and see what we can do for each other. Let's see what we can do. Walk into your greatness. No one else is going to do the walking for you. No one else will. Nobody else will do it for you. Do it for yourself to have a greater future. You can do it. So tomorrow, have another conversation. Find out what it is. I don't know. But to find out, tune in. And all I can say is, have a good evening. Peace.